So in the previous video, I have already shown you how to read data from the analog ports and display it in serial monitor. But I still not answering the question on how to control the brightness and the brightness of the LED and make it fading away by using potentiometer. So basically, in this video, I will show that it is actually the combination of the two previous videos, which is the reading from the analog sensor or the analog inputs, and then the output will be based on the PWM, pulse width modulation. So if you don't watch these two videos yet, you go and watch that video first again, and then you come back to this video to know how to combine these two videos together. This is the codes from the previous video, the same code, but just what I want to add is basically the LED, the output of the PWM output, which is for the LED that is connected to the pin 11 here. So which means that we will add in this part here another constant which is actually similar to the PWM coding, LED at the pin 11, and then it's still the same. We can monitor, we want to monitor the values in the serial monitor, so I just leave it at that, and then we go to the void loop directly. Void loop, before this we have this analog pin and then raw value, which I want to change this, since this is the value of the input, so I change this into in value, and then the percentage, instead of I show this percentage, I show this in out value. So that's it. That is the header for this table, which I change it. And then because we want to use the PWM, which means, again, remember PWM is only 8 bits. So because of 8 bits maximum or the total data is 2 power of 8, which is equals to 255. That's why we change here to the 255. Because again, it is 8 bits. 8 bits equals to 2 power of 8. 2 power of 8 equals to 256 data, including 0, which means 256 minus 1, here we get 255. So that is how the mapping is done. And then display the value, or instead of in percentage, so we can also change here into the PWM value or in out value, but maybe I just leave it as it is. If you want to change, you can try to change it. And then since it is not in percentage, I can remove this part here, delete. Print line here, we can add print line here. And okay, so this is to read, to convert into PWM, but it is still not outputting it into our LED. And that's why, remember again, to output this PWM, because it is in analog, which is we have different sets of value. Only analog can have different sets of value, different range of value. Therefore here we use analog write to write the LED. Since LED we have defined it here at pin 11, so we don't need to put 11 here, we just put LED here, and then with the values of the PWM. So values of the PWM here now, because I leave this variable as percent, so meaning that it will read, it will write with the value of the percent or the PWM value. And that's it. Basically we just need to add this one, change into PWM values, and if you want to change this part, other than that it's nothing else. And also if you don't want to use pin number below, so you can define the pin LED here. So basically this only these four things only that we add in our codes for this kind of codings, which means that we just need to use analog read, analog write to write the LED values with the PWM values. Now we can upload it as usual. Just click upload. If you have if you don't have hardware, as usual you can just use the Tinkercad or the Pro Tools. Just copy the hex file here and then bring it, paste it in the Pro Tools. And because I want to show the hardware, so I just show the hardware. So open the serial monitor to check our values whether it is correct or not. And now let's change this value in our hardware by changing by turning in this potentiometer knob. So the brightness should be reducing until it reaches 0. That's it. So when it reaches 0, it turns off fully. And when it increase, so the brightness will keep increasing slowly according to the locations of the knob, and until reach the maximum brightness. So that's it. Basically that is the only line for you to add if you want to turn on the LED. As simple as that. Or basically if you have the other stuff, for example, if you want to control the speed of motor, if you are driving, if you want to control the speed of the car, for example, so you want to control the speed of the car, so just control the PWM output. That's it, as simple as that. So the same thing for any other outputs that you want to use. So that's it. That is how we write or how we control the brightness of the LED by using potentiometer. And if it is difficult for you, as usual, just repeat this video as many times as you like, as long until you understand how to do this. So if you are slow, then you can slow down the video. Don't worry, use your own pace to complete this course. And also you can ask me anytime. But if it is too easy for you, then we just directly continue to the second assessment. Our second assessment, which is this one here. Now you can see here, this LED is blinking, and when we turn this knob, the blinking will become slower and slower. The longer when it reaches the end of the knob, the blinking is much more slower. And if we reduce or we turn the opposite direction, the blinking is start to become much faster, and too fast like that. So this is the second assessment. The second assessment for this course, which again contribute 5% for your carry marks. So don't forget to do this. Similar like before, if you submit the earliest, you will get 1% extra marks. And if you can give the most best solution, the shortest length of code, the shortest coding, then you will get another 2% extra marks. Again, if you submit the earliest, 1%, and if you are submitting later but with the shortest or the best solution, you can still get another 2% extra marks. But if you are the the earliest and the shortest, then you will get at most 3% of extra marks. That's it for me as usual. If you like this video, just hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe, if you don't subscribe yet. And stay safe, stay curious, and stay joyful. I'm Ikhwan. May God bless you. Assalamualaikum.